the deal with these gluten-free people? It seems like they need everyone to know that they can't eat gluten. How's it going, Jerry? Hey, Kramer. Hey, what are you doing? Well, I'm just practicing my set at 9:30 tonight for The Tonight Show. Oh, The Tonight Show. Good for you. But it ain't what it used to be. Hey, how about you tell me a joke? Here's a good one. What's the deal with these anti-vaxxers? These no good these pieces of whose mothers they're gonna kill us all. Jerry, you call that a joke? What are you saying? Are you an anti-vaxxer? No, of course not. But didn't you say your set was at 9:30 p.m.? Yeah, so? Your joke. Can't be done then. What do you mean? FCC regulations, Jerry. You know my friend, Bob Sacamano? He was on the Today Show baking his world-famous birthday cake. He burnt his hand on a pan and he said some things you're not supposed to say at that hour and oh boy. What are you talking about? It's just a joke. Sure it is, but there are rules, Jerry. And the FCC, they'll be the ones to get you if you break them. It seems like I'm a bit out of the know on these FCC guys, and you know quite a bit. Please, enlighten me. Giddy up. So, what is the FCC? Hey, why are you reading off a script? I thought you knew this. I do, just had a lot going on this week. Anyways, the FCC, or the Federal Communications Commission, was established by Congress in 1935 to regulate communication within certain technologies, especially radio and broadcast television, which are the most regulated. Why are they so hard on those two? Well, in Red Lion versus the FCC, the Supreme Court determined broadcast airwaves are a public good because broadcast media comes freely through the airwaves. People are subject to whatever is being broadcast once they turn on their TV or radio. That is why the FCC heavily regulates profanity and indecency. What do comedians have to do with this? They're just jokes. If people were so worried about hearing inappropriate things, why can't broadcasters just put a warning before playing certain programming? Well, that's been done before. Ever heard of George Carlin? Yeah? FCC versus Pacifica, buddy. On October 30th, 1973, around 2 o'clock p.m., a father and his 15-year-old son were in their car listening to the radio. Well, there you have it, folks. What a great non-copyrighted song that was. Nothing better. Oh, you know what that means. It's WBAI Comedy Hour from Pacifica Broadcasting. We've got a special one today for you folks. We'll be playing George Carlin's 7 words you can never say on television. I'm pretty sure you can't even say these 7 words on the radio. But screw it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Here's a fair warning, though. There will be a bit of profanity in what you're about to hear, so don't tell the government.
You know the 7, don't you, that you can't say on television?
The father reported this incident to the FCC, and they warned Pacifica Broadcasting about playing the George Carlin set and said sanctions could be placed. Pacifica appealed the claim to the D.C. Court of Appeals, which ruled in favor to them because it was believed the FCC was engaging in censorship. Well, there you have it. I can say whatever I want. Not so fast, buddy. The FCC appealed to the Supreme Court, which reversed the judgment. The court defined indecent content versus obscene content and helped establish when profane or indecent content can be aired on broadcast. What does it have to do with me then? Your joke, Jerry. It's quite profane. The FCC defines profane content as grossly offensive language that is considered a public nuisance. And when you said, oh boy, I've heard much worse than that. Maybe you have. But do you remember what time? Because that's your main problem. The FCC doesn't allow profane or indecent content between the hours of 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. And your set is at 9:30. Sorry, you're gonna need some new material. Now, back to the apartment. Now what am I gonna do? That was my best joke! Yeah, it was okay. Kind of an easy target, don't you think? All of these rules, I can't take it! No, there's a place where you can say whatever you want. What is it? Well, The Tonight Show is on NBC, a broadcast channel, so the rules are pretty strict there. But don't forget about pay-per-view. HBO, Jerry. Larry David's been free for years. Really? Yeah, FCC rules are strictly applied to broadcast channels, but basic cable and pay-per-view aren't broadcast. So you're telling me we could have been able to say whatever we wanted to, but since we're here on NBC, a broadcast channel, we have to follow all of these rules? Yep. You know what? F*** NBC. I'm gonna go work with Larry David.